comes to us from parts unknown. Standing 6'3", 180 pounds. He is the man they call Artorias. And his opponent. Yeah! Coming to us from the Galapagos Island, weighing in at exactly 286,413.622 kilograms. He is the punk rock Poindexter, Darwin Finch! Ladies and gentlemen, back at ringside, I'm joined here by the Birdman. How you doing?
Doing great, Jack. Very happy to be here. Ready for some action up all night. Hoping to provide an eagle-eye commentary for you here.
Well, we're going to need your sharp eye. Now, Artorias already competed tonight, and I don't know if that's the smartest move, especially when he's going against a man as smart as the punk rock Poindexter, Darwin Finch.
No, you're absolutely right, Jack. A man as smart, also a man as experienced as Darwin Finch. Artorias, newer to the Santino brothers wrestling scene. We'll see if he'll be able to keep up with a fresh Darwin, fresh in mind and in body.
Right now, Darwin seems to be sensitive to the fact that right now Artorias has a flat tire, so to speak, with that knee. But you got to think, when you're against a guy this tough, it's not smart to be to hold back.
No, not at all. What Artorias has got to do, he's got to use his power. He's got to use what little size advantage he has and just try and cut Darwin down super early. I mean, Artorias is known for his mean streak. He's got to be as mean as possible. He's got to bully Darwin and get this match over with quick. Otherwise, he's in deep trouble.
Now, Darwin, again, one of the smartest wrestlers in the game, putting Artorias into a headlock here and really slowing things down. I think it's a smart move, especially with Artorias coming after a big match. He's got to be worn down already. But Artorias, not to be denied, picks up Darwin and slams him down before trying to find some cover in the corner.
Yeah, but Artorias has got to be careful. He needs his legs to do those power moves, and we already know he's got one flat tire, like you said. If he keeps doing that, he's going to wear himself out, and all Darwin's going to have to do is pick the bones.
So Artorias getting behind, wrenching the arm of Darwin. As Darwin tries to fight out of it, reverses into a headlock with a snap near takedown, bringing down Artorias as Darwin Finch with an unorthodox pin, but of course Darwin studying everything everywhere, knows all the wrestling moves, and that one was one that I don't think a lot of us were ready for.
Darwin has an incredibly high ring IQ and normal IQ, and as you can see, he knows every pin, almost every counter, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Artorias has got to use his girth, he's got to use his strikes to try and cut Darwin down early.
As Darwin screams out into the night, I know he's smart, but those chops have to smart to the chest. As Darwin, again, going for that headlock, and I think this is just a great move to really slow down the big man, but Artorias goes for a drop kick, and it doesn't pay off.
This is what I was talking about, Jack, with just the ring IQ.
Yeah, that Le Maestro cradle, 1, 2. Almost got him there, and Darwin going for the quick win here. Off the ropes, springboard, as he goes for yet another pin. Headlock there too, by the way.
Artorias has got to know that Darwin's going to out-wrestle him. Darwin's got more mat IQ, he's got more experience, he's smoother. He's going to beat him if this goes the distance. Artorias needs to use his power or he's going to get played with. Darwin's playing with his food right now.
To your point, if I'm Artorias, I'm thinking, how's the fastest way I can win? He's not going to win the endurance game at this point. And as we said, with his leg down, the power's not quite there, though, by the sound of those chops. Maybe it still is.
Jack, I can tell you firsthand, those chops, they hurt. They will debilitate you. They could stop your heart if you hit one hard enough.
As it looks like Darwin's going for the Texas Instruments cloverleaf here, but not quite enough. The long arms of Artorias gets to the rope, and it looks like Darwin's done playing games. Darwin's going for that knee, and Darwin's going for the win.
He should. It's a clear weakness. He should use his brain and exploit it, or Artorias is going to use his power and beat him down, just like he's doing now. Darwin cannot give him an inch. Darwin should not lose this match, bottom line.
It looks like Artorias going for the snapmare takedown. He goes for the kick, and you could see Artorias hesitate a little bit there before he goes to kick the back of Darwin Finch.
Even when he's kicking with his good leg, he's still basing on his bad leg. He's still doing damage to himself. Artorias really needs to wrestle a smarter match.
Artorias going into the turnbuckle as they trade blows on the outside, and Darwin takes a throat shot from the rope as he's left laying prone in between the ropes here. And Artorias, he just smells blood in the water as he picks up Darwin, turns him upside down, and drops him back first over his knee. And for as much as that must have hurt Artorias, it had to hurt Darwin as he goes for the pin, but not enough.
As JBL always says, it's not pretty, but it's effective. This is the mean streak that Artorias needs. He needs to tap in deep. He needs to be the bully that he knows he can be. He needs to use every trick in the book, use the ropes, get the upper hand on Darwin, because he won't be able to go the distance. This is exactly what Artorias needs to do to secure his second win of the night and prove himself on this stage.
As Darwin finds himself in a bad spot, as Artorias pulls back that rope, not only wrenching the back, but choking.
He's smart to use the entire 5 count. He's got 5. He might as well use it. Those ropes are there for a reason. He needs all the help he can get.
Now, if Artorias is able to pull out 2 wins in one night, what does that mean for him here at Santino Brothers?
It would be monumental. 2 wins in the same up all night, that would put him squarely in the win column.
As Darwin goes again for that Texas Instruments cloverleaf, this time in the middle of the rope, and Artorias is in trouble, so he claws the eyes, and it's not legal, but it gets him out of a spot that I think would have been a no-doubt end of the match if Darwin was able to lock in that Texas cloverleaf.
Look, Jack, the fact of the matter is if Artorias wins 2 matches tonight, he's going to make a name for himself. He's going to make a statement as not just a newcomer on the scene, but a newcomer who's an actual threat to the Santino Brothers roster, who might be a threat to the titles. And as we continue to have shows and start to get back to our regular wrestling schedule, Artorias, he has a chance to take the spot of many people that have not been able to continue.
Massive suplex as Artorias begging for the count to start as quickly as possible, and I think it sounds like maybe he even understands that if he doesn't get a win soon, it's going to become a big issue for him, and it might have some long-term damage to that knee as we get a jawbreaker from Darwin Finch, whipping Artorias off the ropes, but no reversal. Goes for the headlock, goes for the guillotine choke, and he brings down Darwin Finch in the middle of the ring, and now it's Darwin who might be worried about tapping.
This is exactly what he needs to do. He needs to ground him. He needs to choke him out. If he gets frustrated and takes more time, he can't give Darwin an inch.
That's 1.
Whoa.
This is 2.
I think he's choking him out, Jack. I think
this
he's
has got to be it. He's out. This is an over match. But no, Darwin. Darwin finds a way. He finds a way to bring that heart, to bring that fight, and this is what Darwin is known for, more so than even the brains, just that can't-quit attitude as Darwin drives down the knees with a double knee buster, and ladies and gentlemen, that might be it for the Mysterious Wanderer, as Darwin now has a chance to regroup, and
yes, but Jack, Darwin's got to capitalize right now. He's got Artorias on the ropes for the first time in this match consistently. But as you can see, Artorias is getting up first. Darwin really needs to take this opportunity. He might not get another one.
Artorias swinging those punches, bringing those knife-edge chops, those elbows to the face.
Told you, it took too much time.
As Artorias hits that devastating pump kick, bad knee or no, driving Darwin down into the corner.
Yeah, but you see now what Artorias is doing. He's showing his inexperience. He's gloating to the crowd. He's taking too much time. He's giving Darwin a chance to do that.
Darwin with the fight.
Stupid
Just
wrestling by Artorias.
leveled Artorias, sent him down to the mat and with some chops of his own, reddening the broad chest of the big man. Darwin across the ring, but Artorias still fast enough to get out of the way and hits him just with a giant elbow to the face. Oh, goes for the pump kick again, but this time not quick enough. A dragon screw leg whip, and that might have taken the knee right out of the socket.
Right to the bad knee, too.
As
he knows to work that leg. He could be setting up for a submission. There it is.
Oh, with a
quantum entanglement by Darwin.
Quantum entanglement here. As you're right, right now we've got Artorias trying to get to that rope, and it's not there, but there he is. And right now, Artorias has to be thanking whatever Dark Lord he worships that he was able to make it to that bottom rope.
Artorias digging down deep, using his young veteran brain, his ring awareness to find the rope, because that would have been it. He knows he is on borrowed time with that knee. And if Darwin can lock that in again, I think it is lights out for Artorias.
Artorias, surprising speed, hits a massive German suplex as now Artorias is down. And this time that would have been a pump kick, I think, but Artorias knew he had to go for that European
I gotta say, Jack, I am very impressed with Artorias' resilience throughout this whole match. He looked like he was on wobbly legs to begin with, but he has absolutely shown some serious resilience through this entire thing. Very impressive.
The Santino brothers family at ringside getting behind both these warriors as it's science versus magic here. Right now we've got Artorias going for the kill with that big boot as Darwin will not be denied, will not go down. Gets him into a full Nelson, quick turn, spinning back fist, wobbles the man, goes up, and we've got a neutron bomb set up into the Texas Instruments cloverleaf. Can he get him over? He does.
He's got it locked in.
He's wrenching it, and there's nowhere to go. He's right in the middle, and the big man taps.
Artorias taps immediately.
And your winner